to Some TV Hangout with journalists. The roundtable where truth takes center stage, perspective clash constructively, and national issues are not just reported but dissected. I am Abraham Minor Judah, and this is where the story behind the story gets told and journalism proves yet again that the pen remains mightier than the sword. And as George Orwell once said, in time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. And the spirit of that revolution, we promise no spin zone here unless it is the chair that we are sitting on. While I'm spinning, it is not a spin the story, but to spin to look at someone who will be here with us this evening to discuss the issues that we're going to look into today, and is the Director of News and Public Current Affairs on Some TV, Mr. Daniel Kukwen. Good evening, Mr. Daniel.
Good evening, sir. I was very, very happy to be here with you making this analysis.
Okay, good. Just like I said, we are not here to spin the stories. We can spin our chair, we can go around, but the stories we maintain the truth. And as we know, the pen or the keyboard, as the case may be now, remains mightier than the sword. And that's
truth is always there. It's the truth that cannot be changed. Besides, we are members of the press, so whatever it is that we say must be the truth. It's just that at times the truth may not be what you may want to hear from that part of the world, but we're here to say the truth, always.
Okay. Now the truth is that today the news broke. And the news has shaken the whole nation. The news of a defection of a governor, a former governor, a deputy governor, and well, from what I know, the whole elected nationally elected political office holders of one of the richest states in Nigeria, that is Delta State. And news has it that Delta State Governor Oboro Vori, former Delta State Governor Okowa, and the Deputy Governor dumped PDP for APC. So officially has defected from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressive Congress APC. The announcement was made following a closed-door meeting at the government house in Asaba on Wednesday. The Governor Chief Press Secretary, Festus Ahon, confirmed the development in a phone conversation with the press. Similarly, the defection of former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa was announced on Wednesday in Asaba by Senator James Manager following a meeting that lasted over 6 hours at the government house. So this is the story we would like to discuss today, to look at the dynamics of this defection, the implications. But before we go, let us see, maybe we can have a look at the clips of what happened in Delta, in Asaba earlier today.
Come. Let them move, let them turn, let them move. What are you doing? Come on.
To build the bond of love that have existed in our state, to further advance the cause of security and the welfare of our people, and to a very large extent ensure that development in Delta, because every politics is local, is not truncated. And in taking that decision, we came to the inevitable conclusion that moving out of the PDP is very, very necessary for us to be able to collaborate with our kith and kin and build that state that every Delta will be proud of. We believe that what is happening and the state of the PDP is akin to that palm wine whose tastes have changed, and there was a need for us to change the drinking pattern. And that is why this decision has been taken unanimously by leaders and stakeholders of the party, and by the grace of God, on Monday next week, we will be able to make a very big statement as to the fact that we are moving into the APC. But I have here with me, perhaps, but also when you ask questions, you'll be able to throw more light as to the reason why we have to adjust our drinking pattern of this particular palm wine whose taste
ran as vice presidential candidate of the party was in the meeting. National Assembly members, both serving and non-serving, who are still members of the party, were in the meeting. House of Assembly members were all in the meeting. In fact, my brother, all the local government party chairmen, council chairmen, everybody who is who in Delta State DDP was in the meeting. Thank you.
To that palm wine whose tastes have changed, and there was a need for us to change the drinking pattern. And that is why this decision has been taken unanimously by leaders, and next week we will be able to make a very big statement as to the fact that we are moving into the APC. But I have here with me, perhaps, but also when you ask questions, you'll be able to throw more light as to the reason why we have to adjust our drinking pattern of this particular palm wine whose tastes have changed. Thank you very much. But before you ask your question,
I was in the meeting. The Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Assembly was in the meeting. The immediate past governor of Delta State, who ran as vice presidential candidate of the party, was in the meeting. National Assembly members, both serving and non-serving, who are still members of the party, were in the meeting. House of Assembly members were all in the meeting. In fact, my brother, all the local government party chairmen, council chairmen, everybody who is who in Delta State DDP was in the meeting. Thank you.
Yes, welcome back. You saw that video there, and you could see it was fanfare there, right there, and everybody was there to show that, yes, just like they say, they came to the APC with their full chest, with his full cabinet. So what's your take on all this? How does this affect the dynamics of, I know all this is for 2027, how does this affect the dynamics of 2027?
Product here for some time. Is something. I think the PDP for some time worried leaving PDP for APC, and that story has seen the light of the day today. The surprising thing about it is that the whole structure, according to cabinet, all the legislators of the state, the National Assembly members of the state were all in agreement. They held everything, and after everything, that president stands now. The only PDP that is left that we're not sure whether they have become is the party officials.
The party
we're not seeing the party officials. Every elected member stands defected.